Hey, what's up, guys? Hope you're all doing so well today. This video is gonna be quick because I'm actually getting sick. I think I might have like strep throat or something because it really hurts when I talk. So I'm gonna make it super brief. I just needed your guys' opinion about something because I was journaling just now, and I was thinking about the fact that I am really scared that my life is gonna pass me by because of my concern for my mother. Um, I have a really soft spot for my mom because she's had an extremely difficult life. Um, I've heard a lot of different stories of people's lives, and of course, I'm biased because I'm her daughter, but she just, she grew up in poverty, was treated differently than her brothers and sisters, was made fun of in school, like, has had horrible things said to her by family members, raised two biracial children in a extremely racist family, was always looked down on because she didn't make the most money, she wasn't married, she didn't have an education. And then in her adult life, she's got a lot going on, but primarily, like, the main reason for all of these things, the complications, is because of, like, definitely different layers of mental illness, and there's, like, very intricate layers of illness at work with my mom. She's sick in a lot of ways, and even though she was a really, really good mom, like, I've never had to wonder if my mom loved me. I've never had to wonder if she cared about me, if she'd do something for me. I mean, my mom would do anything for me. She was bad with money. Like, that was the biggest thing. And now as an adult, because I understand that she did her best, like, even when people do a shitty job at something, like, that could be their best. Like, people only know what they know, they only work with what they know. And my mom came from a family where, medicine and doctor's visits and therapy were not encouraged, introspection, self-examination, things like that were not a thing, so, like, her hoarding and the fact that she sat a lot and her mood swings, and, like, that was just sort of, she thinks of it as, like, the result of somebody that's had a hard life and not a mental illness, that can be treated. And if you tell her, like, that's an illness, she'll just say, like, no. Like, she thinks that she can think her way out of it. She doesn't think that it's a chemical imbalance or something that's genetically embedded in her being and something that she can't just wish away or pray away. Like, I'm sorry, for those of you that are religious, but my mom's extremely religious, and she definitely thinks that, and I'm not saying prayer doesn't work, but I'm definitely a believer in medicine as well. um, but it's just hard for me because, like, with this past year of my life, with my addiction and the ups and downs with my relationship, it's just really taking a toll on me, even physically at this point. I've been super sick lately, super exhausted, and I've been thinking about moving back home. I had the offer to do that from someone who's very dear to my heart and has been there for me since I was 15. And they offered to let me move in with them, after I got clean, and it just, I want to go. Like, part of me really, really wants to go, and then part of me is so scared to leave my mom because I'm afraid that she, would lose the house that we're living in now, or that the house would be hoarded up like the house I grew up in is. And I'm afraid that she's gonna isolate herself and just sit in a house with just trash in it, just hoard, 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 and then just sit in the house for the rest of her life. And, like, I think since I was little, I've always had this overwhelming fear that, like, my mom's gonna die this way. Like, she's gonna die, and she's not gonna have any help. She's never gonna get help for her illnesses. She's never gonna get help for her hoarding. And it scares the shit out of me because, like, I don't know what I'd do if I lost my mom, because it just makes me sad to think that that could be somebody's entire life. Like, just struggle upon struggle upon struggle upon struggle. And, like, I'm not saying that she's a complete victim. Like, she's made mistakes. What I'm saying is that my mom is somebody that has good intentions. Like, she's one of the best people I know. Like, if my mom has hurt somebody or upset somebody or wronged somebody, like, it wasn't vindictive. Like, it was, in her mind, she was doing the right thing, and it was with the best intentions. And she's just ill. Like, it's just sickness, and I just can't imagine somebody passing away and their entire, like, there's never light at the end of the tunnel. Like, their entire life is just fucking pain and struggle. And it's like, I feel so much pressure. Like, I put the pressure on myself, but I feel so much pressure to be successful, like wildly successful. Like, I want to make so much money to where, like, I can pay for anything that my mom wants, and like put her in a house, and that she never has to worry about like any of the bills again, just, and I just feel a clock on myself because I feel like I literally have this legitimate fear that my mom's just gonna die before I become successful, or I'll never become successful and she'll just die like that, and that'll have been her life, like an example of what not to do. You know, don't be mad. Don't be bad with money. Don't not go to school. Don't not marry. Don't have biracial children. Don't let your illnesses go untreated. Like, that's so fucking sad, dude. And I just feel like I'm on this clock, and I know that part of me really feels like moving back home would be like the best thing to do, because I don't feel like there's much left for me where I am now. Next to nothing really. Like, even the relationship I have is really, really, I mean, on the rocks. Super on the rocks, super toxic right now. Like, when we're both clean, we're fine, but that's a whole different story. But I've never been able to like bring myself to be able to leave her. Even when I was picking the college that I wanted to go to, I had a full ride scholarship. I could have gone anywhere I wanted to go. I went a state over because I couldn't bear to be. There were schools that I wanted to go to. I could have gone to the University of Hawaii, but, you know, I was scared to leave her, and my family, convinced me to go somewhere close, because if I got homesick, I wouldn't, I'd be far away. I wouldn't just be able to hop in my car and drive home if I went somewhere like that. So it's just really, really hard, but like, I just want her to be okay. I want her to be okay, and she's not the type of person that's like very self-sufficient or takes initiative. Like, if I leave, she's not going to go out and like make friends, and there are coffee shops down the street. Like, she could walk to the library, read a book, she could make friends there, like, but she's not going to do that. And I know that it's not my responsibility to make sure she has a good life, but I can't, like, logically I know that, but emotionally I can't bring myself to just cut the ties and like take my hands off of it, because I'm such a control freak that I feel like I have to make sure she has a good life. And, I feel like I understand that I'm not that powerful, like, and I'm not that important. She survived for 39 years before she had me. And she made it that far without me, so I guess it's not like living without me again, that she won't be able to survive or anything. But in my mind, I think that. In my mind, she'd, be lost. But, and that's not to say that I'm like the cream of the crop, or that I'm, her whole life revolves around me. It's just, I just get so scared of her being lonely, and just, I don't know. Everything about her scares the fuck out of me. And it's really weighing on me, and I feel like even if I do stick around and my life does pass me by, then I'm gonna end up resenting her. Like, then I'm gonna end up feeling like it's her fault that I didn't do what I wanted to do in my life, and I didn't do the things that I secretly wished I would do. I'm gonna end up resenting her for that, and that won't be her fault, because that'll have been a choice that I made. So, I don't know if you guys have any, and she'd be so embarrassed if she knew that I was making this video, but you know what? Like, we're poor. That's it. Like, that's all my mom has to be ashamed of. Like, the same people that would make fun of my mom are the same people that grew up to be parents that make a shit ton of money and hit their fucking kids. Like, let's be real. Just because you're rich doesn't mean you don't have problems. I've dated plenty of people that have plenty of fucking money, never have to worry about money, but they're raised by nannies, or they're being thrown into fucking drywall by their parents and punched in the face. So I'd much rather have grown up with what I had. Much rather have the problems that I have. But like, she did a really good job, like, considering her circumstances, and I know she did the best she could, and it's like I just feel like I owe her the world, and I want to hurry up and be successful, before time runs out. Like, I want to hurry up and give her the world before it's too late, and I just have so much anxiety about it, and I put a lot of weight on myself, and a lot of expectations, and it's like, I don't know. I can never focus on myself. Like, I can never just focus on what I need to do. I always have to try to fix everybody else's lives too. But anyway, if you guys could comment, like, and I've been asking y'all to comment. Quite frankly, y'all have been really shitty about interacting with me. Don't know what that's about, but fucking talk to me, because I look insane. I'm just making these videos and asking y'all to comment, and then there's no fun comments. But, like, if you have a similar experience, just, well, that's not true. People don't comment, but they send me private messages, so there are some people, so thank you. But if y'all have similar experiences, or just have any kind of like words of encouragement or any advice, or like I said, if you've dealt with something like this, I don't know. I just want somebody to talk to. Please talk to me. I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. And it ended up being a long video anyway, but my throat's killing me, so time for hot tea. Love you guys. Bye.